A tragic turn of events. A peaceful day of shopping turned into a horrifying ordeal at the Allen Premium Outlets in Texas. On Saturday, a lone gunman, identified as Mauricio Garcia, responsible for a deadly attack that claimed the lives of 8 innocent people and left 7 others wounded. As investigators delve into the motives behind this senseless act of violence, a disturbing picture begins to emerge. Reports suggest that Mauricio Garcia was heavily armed, appeared to be on a mission. Clad in armored ballistic gear, he wielded an assault-style weapon and carried multiple rounds of ammunition. His calculated level of preparation raises questions about his potential affiliations.
Not quite what you're expecting, huh?
Uncovering the digital footprint that offered a glimpse into his inner world. In particular, they are looking into links to violent extremists, like-minded individuals, prison gangs, and cartel members. Initial findings point to a patch on his clothing bearing the letters RWDS, associated with a right-wing neo-Nazi group. They discovered that he created online forums known for promoting extremist ideologies and harboring individual radicalized views. These online communities seemed to fuel his growing resentment and frustration. Flashbacks depicted Mauricio engaging in heated discussion and exchanging messages with like-minded individuals. The digital realm became an echo chamber that amplified his grievances and distorted his perception of reality. Encouraged by the anonymity provided by the internet, Mauricio's resentment grew into a dangerous obsession. As law enforcement analyzed Mauricio's digital footprint, they noticed a pattern of fascination with previous mass shootings and acts of violence. He had meticulously studied the details of past tragedy, analyzing the perpetrators' methods and motives. These discoveries shed light on the dark influences that had consumed Mauricio's mind. Among Mauricio's belongings, detectives found a journal filled with fragmented thoughts and disturbing drawings. Pages served as a window into his deteriorating mental state, filled with writings riddled with anger, bitterness, and a growing desire for revenge. Mauricio Garcia, aged 33, had been residing in a motel and working as a security guard at the time of the shooting. Surprisingly, Garcia did not have a serious criminal record. However, it was discovered that he had a brief stint in the U.S. Army in 2008, but was discharged after 3 months due to a physical or mental condition. The investigation is now focusing on his upbringing, personal history, and any potential triggers that may have led to this violent act. As authorities leave no stone unturned in their quest for answers, they conducted a raid on the gunman's parents' house late Saturday night. Simultaneously, they meticulously combed through the extended stay motel where Garcia had been residing. The hope is that these locations may hold critical evidence that sheds light on the gunman's motives and connections. Mauricio's apartment, a modest and unassuming place, was now the center of intense scrutiny. Detectives sifted through his belongings, carefully examining every item for any signs of a troubled mind. They discovered an array of personal effects, family photographs, an assortment of books, and a computer filled with encrypted files. Through interviews with family members and childhood friends, a picture of Mauricio's upbringing began to emerge. He was described as a quiet and introverted child, often keeping to himself. While his family was supportive, Mauricio struggled with feelings of isolation, which grew more pronounced as he entered adolescence. Mauricio worked as a data analyst for a local technology company. His coworkers described him as reserved but competent in his job. Colleagues noticed a gradual change in his behavior in the months leading up to the shooting. He became increasingly withdrawn, rarely engaging in conversations or socializing during office gatherings. Flashbacks revealed moments when coworkers attempted to reach out to Mauricio, expressing concern for his well-being. However, their efforts were met with evasive responses or dismissive remarks. Mauricio's downward spiral seemed to go unnoticed or misunderstood by those around. The devastating consequences of this attack are felt deeply by the families of the victims and the injured. 6 victims were pronounced dead at the scene, while another 9 were rushed to local hospitals for urgent medical attention. Tragically, 2 of those transported to the hospital succumbed to their injury. The survivors now face a long road to physical and emotional recovery. This heinous act of violence comes on the heels of a string of mass shootings across Texas and the nation, leaving communities grappling with grief and searching for solutions. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who just days earlier attended a prayer vigil where calls for gun law reforms were made, pledged to work closely with authorities and local leaders to unravel the factors that contributed to this tragedy. The nation mourns alongside the affected community. President Biden, in a show of respect for the victim, ordered all flags at the White House and public buildings to be flown at half-staff. This somber gesture serves as a reminder of the urgent need to address the underlying causes of such senseless acts of violence. Eyewitnesses recount scenes of panic and chaos as the gunman unleashed his attack. Videos posted on social media captured the terrifying moments when shoppers frantically sought refuge or fled the area. The sound of gunshots echoed through the shopping center, and people hid behind store display, barricaded themselves in dressing room, and desperately sought any means of escape. Some courageous individuals risked their lives to help others, providing aid to the wounded and guiding people to safety. Law enforcement agencies swiftly responded to the active shooter situation. Police officers arrived on the scene within minutes of the first emergency call, their sirens piercing through the air. Tactical units, armed with heavy weaponry and protective gear, meticulously cleared the shopping center, ensuring the safety of those still trapped inside. At a press conference held the following day, law enforcement officials provided updates on the investigation. Police Chief Rachel Thompson, her voice filled with determination, stated, "We will leave no stone unturned in our pursuit of justice for the victims and their families. They are working tirelessly to bring closure to this horrific event." The Allen community came together in solidarity to mourn the lives lost and support the survivors. Candlelight vigil was organized in a nearby park, where hundreds of people gathered to pay their respects. Religious leaders, community leaders, and grieving family members delivered heartfelt speeches, emphasizing the need for unity and healing. The shooting sent shockwaves through the close-knit community of Allen, leaving residents grappling with a profound sense of loss and vulnerability. Schools held counseling sessions to provide emotional support to students, while local businesses offered their assistance in any way they could. The tragedy served as a reminder that such acts of violence can strike anywhere, even in the most unexpected place. In the wake of this tragedy, the national conversation surrounding gun control reignited with fervor. Advocates for stricter gun laws argued that such measures are necessary to prevent individuals with malicious intent from easily obtaining firearms. Opponents emphasized the importance of preserving Second Amendment rights while focusing on addressing mental health issues and enhancing security measures. Determined to prevent future acts of violence, community organizations and local leaders initiated conversations about increasing mental health resources, promoting community engagement, and establishing better communication channels with law enforcement. The tragedy acted as a catalyst for change, inspiring a collective effort to create a safer, more resilient community. As the investigation progressed, Mauricio Garcia was apprehended and charged with multiple counts of murder, attempted murder, and various other related offenses. The case has become a focal point of national attention, with media outlets closely following every development. Families of the victims and survivors face the daunting task of testifying, reliving the traumatic events, and seeking justice. The Allen Premium Outlet shooting left an indelible mark on the community, forever altering the lives of those affected. As the trial proceeded, the healing process continued, and the community slowly regained its sense of security. The tragedy served as a reminder of the resilience and unity that can emerge from the darkest moments, offering hope that, through collective action and a safer future can be built for. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click the next video for a 40-year-old cold case finally solved. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.